right, guys, so welcome back to KCCP. It is Red Friday, and I figured I would make a quick video for you, give you a little bit of a preview on what to expect against the Chargers. Let's get right into the injury report. So there's a lot of injuries. Both the Chiefs and the Chargers are a little banged up. Isaiah Pacheco was a full participant yesterday with the quad injury. He's back. Jerick McKinnon was a limited participant, shoulder and hamstring problems going on. I would imagine he'll be good to go. L'Jarius Sneed has a knee going on. He was a limited participant. I have not heard anything on whether they are leaning towards him playing or not. He was questionable on the injury report. Andrew Wiley had the elbow. He's a full participant, so he will play. Chris Lammons and Juju both have the concussion. I would lean towards they are not playing. The article I'm reading makes a point to say that even with Juju and Chris Lammons listed as non-participants for a second consecutive practice, it's still possible for them to play in Week 11. Possible, yes. I'm going to go ahead and say likely that they are both going to be out. And we definitely want them to be okay and take care of that concussion and not have any long-term issues with it. So we definitely want those guys to take their time and get back when it's okay and safe to do so. The big news story, Mecole Hardman going to the IR for at least 4 weeks with an abdomen. They have it listed as an abdomen/illness. I haven't heard anything else on what's going on with his abdomen. I thought when they put him on IR that it was probably some sort of abdomen tear, but since they're listing it as an abdomen/illness, that's a little concerning to me. I hope everything's okay with Mecole. Prayers up for him. But I guarantee you we're not gonna see him for the next 4 weeks. So hopefully he's back in time for the playoffs. But right now it's a minimum of 4 weeks before we see him, just because they put him on the IR. MVS has been listed as questionable with an illness, and he was a limited participant yesterday. I have a feeling that he'll be ready to go. And actually, this news report right here, which credit to them, is Chiefs Wire on usatoday.com. Marquez Valdez-Scantling returned to practice in a limited capacity on Thursday. He should be good to go on Sunday night. So there we go. I haven't heard anything about Lucas Niang. I think he is on the 53-man roster, but I don't think they have to report his injury status just yet. So on to the Chargers injuries. So we got Keenan Allen was a limited participant with his hamstring. He loves to play the Chiefs. He is a trash-talking son of a gun. I don't like him. I don't like Keenan Allen. I've tried to like Keenan Allen. I don't like Keenan Allen. Don't like the dude. But he'll probably play. Mike Williams, ankle limited participant, will probably play. Chris Rumph, one of their linebackers, knee limited participant. DeAndre Carter, ribs limited participant. Gerald Everett is their tight end. He has a groin limited participant. Trey Pipkins, knee limited participant. Their kicker, Dustin Hopkins, and their punter both did not participate. They do have Dicker the kicker on their roster. So, and he can punt and kick, so he'll probably do both on Sunday. Khalil Mack, non-injury related. They're just resting him because he's old. And he was a full participant yesterday, so he will play. That's kind of the lay of the land on the injury front. I'll go over a few key stats and kind of talk about what to look for. The stats and things to really look at is we're very similar teams, man. Like, we both run the ball about 31%. Average offensive snaps per game are 70.9 for the Chiefs, 72 for the Chargers. I mean, that's virtually identical. Pass percentage, 69.7 for the Chiefs, 68.5 for the Chargers. EPA per run, negative 0.13 for the Chiefs, negative 0.14 for the Chargers. So everybody thinks that the Chargers run more and better than us. That's not true. We are about the same. Almost identical. As nearly identical as you could possibly be. EPA per pass, however, is 0.26 for the Chiefs, 0.01 for the Chargers, so we have a significant advantage there. Quarterbacks, when you compare them, passer rating from a clean pocket, 121.1 for Patrick Mahomes, 100.7 for Justin Herbert. Passer rating under pressure, 73.8 for Patrick Mahomes, and he's usually honestly higher than that, but, we'll take it. It's still really good. And then under pressure for Justin Herbert, 63.6, so we have a significant pressure advantage as far as quarterback goes. Big time throw percentage, 4%, 4.3% for Patrick, excuse me. Don't get on me, Mama Mahomes. Justin Herbert, 2.7%. And then just looking at kind of what goes on with these two teams and some of the best lineups, people to look out for. I really thought Nick Bolton and Willie Gay just played phenomenally last game. I'm looking for them to continue that. Chris Jones, if you're into that kind of thing, is currently rated a 92.5 on PFF, which is just absolutely phenomenal. You guys know the routine for us. I thought McDuffie played a fantastic game. He's actually rated nearly identical to Snead as far as PFF, so just to let you know kind of what guys are getting there. And then the Chargers defense. So guys to watch, obviously Derwin James, number 3. And I got a couple clips I'm going to show that I did a little voiceover on that I'll show some stuff to watch out for. But something to note from them, they do like to blitz Derwin James. He can be anywhere and everywhere. He can be at the back end. He can be in the box, and he can blitz. Fantastic special player. Murray hasn't been playing really very good this year, so we should be willing to go at him. Khalil Mack has been playing phenomenal. They're doing a good job of managing him. Joey Bosa doesn't... I haven't found anything on him. I don't know what's up with Joey Bosa. Let me check into that real quick. All right, so I looked it up, and of course, Joey Bosa had the groin surgery, and they said 8 to 10 weeks, and I thought we were right at the 8-week mark, and I was correct. So we are right at the 8-week mark, but basically, Brandon Staley is saying he's quite some time off still. So we will not see Joey Bosa on Sunday, which is good for us, bad for the Chargers, and bad for Joey Bosa. I don't want anybody injured, man. So well wishes to him. Hope he gets better soon. But also glad that I don't have to worry about facing him or us facing him. So that's good. As far as our offense, you guys know the routine, man. You know the guys to watch. But Kadarius Toney played phenomenal game. I'm planning on doing a little film breakdown of him as well. Hopefully, maybe get that out this weekend. We'll see how things go. Juju is not going to be in there this week. I just have a feeling we're not going to see him. But we'll see what happens, man. I mean, it's possible, but I just don't think it's a good idea. Kadarius Toney, I think will get some looks this week. I think he played really well. He made some amazing blocks. The kid is just energized and excited to be a Kansas City Chief and excited for this opportunity, and you can just see it in his face. I mean, the guy lights up when he talks about being a Chief, and that's awesome, man. That's the kind of guys you want. I saw him make some crackback blocks last week that were just awesome. Ran some phenomenal routes. Really excited about Kadarius Toney. So it'll probably be Valdez, Kadarius Toney, and who knows who? Probably Justin, honestly. We'll get some play time there at the receiver. So we'll see what 3 receivers we put out the most. Kelsey will be out there, of course. But those are kind of the guys to watch out for, man. I think if I'm going to watch a guy that's not named Mahomes and not named Kelsey on the offense, I'm going to watch Kadarius Toney and then Isaiah Pacheco. And I know Isaiah hasn't had that big breakout game yet. I know that. But it's coming, guys. And it could conceivably be against this team. They're not big and scary up front. This is probably... I know they have Khalil Mack. I get that. But inside at the D tackle, And then Kyle Van Noy on the other side of the line from Khalil Mack. They're not world beaters, man. They are not world beaters on defense. There's nobody on defense outside of Derwin James and Khalil Mack that scare you at all. The rest of that team, I'm not too worried about them, to be completely honest with you. They do go to a 3-4 when they're in base, and their big guys up front, Fox, Fehoko, and Joseph Day. I mean, they're just big space eater dudes, and they like to get those forward linebackers running. Sometimes they will go with a 2-4-5 nickel, so meaning 2 down linemen and all 4 linebackers still out there. I did see that on film. So watch out for that, and we'll see what happens. On offense, Mike, for the Chargers, Mike Williams, of course, and then Austin Eckler and Allen. As much as I don't like him at all. They are weak on the offensive line. We can get after them, but they do like 2 tight end sets. They've been using a lot of 2 tight end sets for protection purposes. I've seen a lot of max protect out of them. They love motion. So you'll see a lot of times 2 tight ends in there. You'll see a motion one of the receivers or tight ends to kind of check and see what coverage you're in and see how the defense is going to shift. And then a lot of times they're only sending 2 or 3 guys out into the routes for passes, and they love the play action. So watch for that on Sunday. Watch for lots of play action, lots of motion, lots of outside zone. They really like the outside zone run plays. And I have a couple clips here that I'm going to show you. It's from our last time meeting. Just some stuff that we got against them schematically. When we see them in the cover 1 stuff, we really want to attack that. That's our chance to get deep on them. And I will show you one of those matchups. And then I showed a couple of things from their offense where they're running a little outside zone. And the most dangerous part, in my opinion, of outside zone is the cutbacks. We played them really well on defense, I thought. Reviewing the film, we were right there all the time. Their guys just made some plays sometimes, and they got dudes that can make plays, and they were a lot more healthy last time when we played them. However, just be aware that they will try to get a guy one-on-one and throw it up to him. And a lot of times when they made a play, it was that. We were in good coverage. We had tight coverage. They kind of went at Rashad Fenton, and obviously he's not on the roster anymore. So our big young corners might fare better against Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. I'm hoping. So we'll see what happens, but look at the throws into tight coverage. They're going to do it. When they get us one-on-one, when they get us man coverage, they're going to throw the ball up and try to let those receivers make plays. So watch that and watch the cutbacks on the outside zone. And with that, I'm going to let you guys watch these clips that I voiced over. I appreciate you guys, and I will give you a quick message right after these clips. Okay, so Chiefs are in doubles against a cover 1 safety blitz. Safety comes up. We get good protection. Mecole Hardman runs a crossing route, uses the corner's leverage against him. The safety can never help there because he is held by a different route. You'll see the safety open his hips up to the left here and start moving left, and that's why he can never get back right to help with Mecole there. And this, you can see the separation. All right, so the Chargers love outside zone, and what you're going to see here is a cutback on the outside zone. So everybody flows pretty well, but we didn't get the cutback lanes filled up, and you're going to see it really good on this view here. So everybody starts flowing to the right of your screen here, and you look like you got it bottled up, but he cuts it back, and that's what we really have to watch against the Chargers. All right, so the Chargers like to try to scheme their guys into one-on-one situations because they have big wide receivers that can jump and they can go for these contested balls. And this isn't a jump ball, but what they do is they just scheme it so Snead has to make a play, and he's in perfect coverage, but this throw is amazing, and Mike Williams makes a great play. So watch out for this kind of stuff on Sunday. All right, so you saw there kind of what I was looking at on film. I didn't want to give you a bunch of plays, and I didn't want to break them down as detailed as I normally do because I don't think people love that. I don't think they have the patience for that, and that's understandable, and that's okay. But I just want to give you guys a huge shout out. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support of the channel. Smash that like button, share, subscribe, all the good stuff that helps our videos in the YouTube algorithm. Happy Red Friday. Let's go, Chiefs. Let's have a great weekend. I will try to get some more videos out to you. We'll see what happens, guys. If not, I will see you after the game. Hopefully a Chiefs victory. Let's go, Chiefs.
I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna chew you from the inside out. So right now, say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now.